My mother was a Yankee who raised her 4 girls in the South. As an Army chaplain's wife, she understood the importance of pulling yourself together and always looking presentable. What she may not have understood, and through no fault of her own, you understand, she was a Yankee, bless her heart, was the depth and length to which Southern women will go to remain presentable no matter what is going on around them. Now take Southern woman hair, for example. This is a phenomenon that no one outside Southern culture can truly understand. The big hair coif where every follicle is teased to create exacting elevations. You know, the bigger the hair, the closer to God. The perfectly shellacked helmet that doesn't move an inch even when you're running in the rain through the Neiman Marcus parking lot. The shiny ponytail that is just slightly lowered now that you're no longer a cheerleader at the university. Or the chin-gazing bob that allows a woman of a certain age to get there gracefully. So having grown up in the South, I've always taken great pride in my hair. So much so that 3 years ago yesterday, as a matter of fact, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I found myself in quite a conundrum. So after dutifully crying for a couple of hours after I received the dreaded phone call with the words, "You've got cancer," I straightened up, dried my tears, and told my fiance, "Honey, I'm going to the bathroom to flat iron my hair." Meet me in there with a big glass of red wine. So understandably, he was very worried and confused, and he asked, "Are you okay?" And I answered, "I may have cancer and I might lose my hair, but I'm looking good going down with the ship." Now, those who aren't Southerners might think that this is vain and shallow, but that would be a grave underestimation, even humorous. Because for those of us who live in the South, we understand that Southern woman hair is more than just a look. It far surpasses simply keeping up appearances. It speaks to a depth of determination to create beauty in the midst of turmoil, to fiercely protect graciousness when all else is crumbling, and to maintain a sense of control when so many other things are uncontrollable. It speaks to a value of strength even when you feel weak, to a resolve of courage in the face of disaster, and a gritty, stubborn, beautiful determination to see that life is good, even though it might be hard. Southern woman hair is a piece of armor, a breastplate, a shield that says, no matter who you are or what is flying around you, beauty matters. Because Southern women understand deep down into every single strand of their hair, into every bone in their bodies, and every fiber of their scrunchies, that what is created that's beautiful is all the more difficult to tear down. So there I was 3 years ago, standing in the bathroom with a comb in one hand and a flat iron in the other and a glass of red wine on the counter. Yeah, I cried that I had cancer. I was afraid that I wouldn't make it, that my children would be left motherless. I cursed the fact that I had just gotten engaged and I might now die. I worried that I wouldn't be able to handle what was surely coming my way, and I could see it coming. It was like a pickup barreling down a dirt road, kicking up dust, and clouding everything up so that you can't even see anything through to the other side. And once the dust cleared, what would be left? Of me, of my family, of my life? Was I strong enough? Could I do it? Could I stare down the disease that had ultimately taken my own mother? Then I looked into the mirror and said silently to myself, or I may have said it out loud, I'm not quite sure. I was committed to doing anything that worked in that moment. I said, "Jenny Peterson, you flat iron that hair till you can't flat iron it anymore." And then you're going to tease it so it doesn't look flat. Then you're going to put some hairspray on to keep it that way. And then you're going to put some shining product on so it doesn't look like you have hairspray on. Then you're going to call the girls from across the street to come over for happy hour on the front porch with Texas sippers, and you're going to laugh and cry with the people that you love. And that's what I did. So a month later, as I lay in the hospital bed waiting for surgery, my nerves were jittery and my stomach was rumbling. I'd never had surgery like this, and I was worried about the outcome. But I faced it with a perfectly created messy bun with a tiara on top of it, right there in my hospital room. I would find out a few days later that I would indeed have to have chemo, and yes, I would lose my hair. One of my girlfriends said, "Oh, your hair, you've always had such pretty hair." And another joked, "Well, it's a good thing you have small ears." Another one said, "Let's hope her shaved head has a good shape." Now, I'm an unlikely Southern woman. I wasn't born here, and my parents were both Yankees. But I was raised in different parts of the South since I was in kindergarten. I like unsweetened tea, and I don't have much of an accent. But I wear boots year-round, I drive a pickup truck, and I love going to landscape supply yards where I can breathe in that fresh smell of compost, dirt, and mulch. But more than any of these things, because I was raised in the South among many strong Southern women and one strong Yankee one, I've cultivated a sense of strength and determination that comes from being tested, retested, and then sent through the ringer just one more time for good measure. So when asked if I was upset about losing my hair, I was able to know I would be okay and that I would be right in my soul. So I smiled and said, "Oh, honey, I'm going to be a great wig and some false eyelashes."